Hello, ghouls and gals. Welcome back to Café Crashdown, your haunted hideaway for all things horror, strange, and of course, spine-chilling. I'm Kayla, your resident horror historian and rewatch addict, and today we are cracking open the crypt on one of the horror world's eternal debates. Classic horror movies versus their modern remakes. What works, what doesn't? And why do horror fans have such strong opinions about them? Let's break it down with real comparisons. We'll look at the original, dissect what makes it work, then dive into its remake to see if it honored the legacy or if it missed the point entirely. And yes, I'm wearing my Universal Studios shirt just because I'm so excited for Epic Universe. I've been seeing videos of people going to Epic Universe and going to Dark Universe. I'm so freaking jealous. So anyways, I'm just living the vibes of Universal Studios, one of my favorite places. I want to go to Epic Universe. So anyways, enough of that. Let's get started. Okay, let's start with the granddaddy of slasher horror. We have Psycho. The 1960 Hitchcock original is a masterclass in suspense. It broke taboos, it killed off its leading lady halfway through, and gave us the first true slasher villain in Norman Bates. Hitchcock used tension like a weapon. The camera angles, the Bernard Herrmann score, the suggestion of violence rather than the act. It all created something unsettling and iconic. So, all right, then we get this remake, okay, 1998, directed by Gus Van Sant. Shot for shot, same script, same camera moves, except, now it's in color and it stars Vince Vaughn. The problem, it just feels hollow. Where Hitchcock built suspense through restraint, Van Sant's version feels like cosplay slick, but soulless. Vaughn's Norman lacks the eerie charm of Perkins. The violence is more explicit, but somehow less impactful. It's like watching a photocopy of a ghost. It's there, but the spirit's gone. So my verdict on this one, the original is it's untouchable, okay? The remake proves something important. Horror isn't just about what happens, it's about how it happens. And Psycho 1960, it still has that edge. Okay, one of my favorites. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Let's get gritty. So the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974 is raw, relentless, Tobe Hooper, hello, and unshakably disturbing. What made it terrifying wasn't buckets of gore. It was the grime, the documentary style realism, and the feeling that this could really happen. It's loud, chaotic, and it's sweaty. And the final shot of Leatherface, swinging his chainsaw in the golden light, it's super iconic. I got this really cool shirt from Future Monsters a couple years back, and it's literally him doing that, and it's disco-y. It's really cool. I mean, not that you guys can get that shirt anymore, but it was epic. So then we have 2003 remake starring Jessica Biel. It goes for more of a stylized approach. It's slicker, definitely bloodier, and definitely more action forward. I will say it's not bad, it's just different. Where the original was very psychological and grounded, the remake is heightened and it's designed for a post-Saw audience. It definitely lacks the unpredictable horror of the original, but it definitely delivers in gore and intensity. So my verdict, I still will say the original wins for sheer atmosphere and legacy, but the remake does hold up surprisingly well and brought Leatherface to a whole new generation. Romero's Dawn of the Dead is the blueprint for zombie apocalypse films. I mean, we'll do a video on that, all right? He's just a king, okay? In 1978, it wasn't just about the undead. It was about consumerism, survival, and human breakdown. Set in a mall, it held a mirror to society and asked, what separates us from zombies? Plus, it had Tom Savini gore, which, chef's kiss. So fast forward to 2004, we have Zack Snyder takes the wheel with this high-octane fast zombie remake. It drops most of the social commentary and leans hard into the action body horror and relentless pacing, all right? I think this was the one where the zombies were running. It was crazy. Is it deeper? No. Is it fun? Yeah, hell yeah. This remake helped revigorate zombie cinema post-Resident Evil. And the opening 10 minutes, it's still some of the best horror. Okay, don't come after me, okay? Verdict tie. The original is smarter, the remake is scarier. Depends on what kind of scream you are after. You knew this one was coming, all right? The 1973 Wicker Man is creepy, strange, and filled with unnerving tension. It's a slow burn, full core classic that's about faith, sacrifice, and the terror of tradition. It's beautifully weird, and its ending is one of the most shocking and tragic in horror history. And then we have 2006 remake with Nicolas Cage that happened. It tries to up the stakes, but ends up feeling like, honestly, a meme between the infamous "not the bees" punching of women in bear suits and the complete tonal whiplash. The remake became unintentionally hilarious. So the verdict, the original is a haunting masterpiece. The remake, a cautionary tale on what happens when you remake a film without understanding its tone or nuance. This one, I'm very interested to get your guys' opinions on. Let's end on a high note because this remake, honestly, I think it actually worked. We have the 1981 Evil Dead. It was a low budget, okay? It was gore-soaked cabin in the woods horror that launched Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell into the Horror Hall of Fame. It's chaotic, it's funny, it's terrifying, and gloriously DIY. In 2013, they took the franchise and leaned into a serious gore possession horror vibe. No laughs, just pure carnage, intense performances, and some of the best practical effects in modern horror, honestly. What makes it great is that it didn't try to copy Raimi. It reimagined the tone for the new era, and it still respected the original, but stood completely on its own. So honestly, my verdict, both are excellent. Just very different beasts. If you want horror comedy chaos, go 1981. If you want relentless blood-drenched terror, 2013 delivers. So, do horror fans prefer classics or remakes? The answer? We prefer passion. Whether it's grainy 1960s black and white or neon slick 2010 score, horror fans show up when filmmakers respect the genre, the original material, and the audience. Remakes aren't inherently bad, but they need to bring something new to the table, and sometimes the classics still hold more power than the most expensive modern reboot. What's a remake that you love? Or that you just passionately hate? What classic film do you think needs a remake, and which one should never be touched? Please let me know in the comments. I really want to enjoy this discussion. Also, let's not be haters about it. Like, it's okay to have opinions on movies. Some of us are gonna love some of us are gonna hate them. Like, it's fine. This is just gonna be a fun discussion in the comments, but I really would love to hear what you guys think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more horror breakdowns, deep dives, and scream-worthy debates right here on Café Crashdown. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Café Crashdown for even more horror content, chaos, and curated watch lists. Until next time, stay spooky, stay opinionated, and keep the horror alive.